Think you know the story of the Trump Empire? Think again. Today, we're going back to the origins of the Trump legacy, a story of survival, ambition, and relentless drive that started long before the name Trump became synonymous with power and wealth. In 1918, when Friedrich Trump passed away suddenly during the deadly Spanish flu pandemic, he left behind a widow, Elizabeth Trump, with 3 young children in a city reeling from war and disease. Elizabeth wasn't left destitute. Her entrepreneurial husband had left her with a significant estate, including a 2-story, 7-room home in Queens, 5 vacant lots, $4,000 in savings and life insurance, $3,600 in stocks, and 14 mortgages. In 1918 dollars, Friedrich's net worth was $31,359, equivalent to over $675,000 today. But despite this financial cushion, Elizabeth faced the daunting challenge of raising her children alone in a rapidly changing and high-cost city like New York. How would she manage their needs, feeding, clothing, and educating them until they could fend for themselves? At just 38 years old, with no immediate family nearby and no obvious job prospects, Elizabeth's future was uncertain. But Elizabeth wasn't entirely alone. Her eldest son, Fred Trump, though only 12 years old when his father died, quickly took on the role of the man of the house. Fred had always been an industrious and resilient child, known for his strong work ethic from an early age. Even before his father's death, Fred had been working various jobs, such as delivering groceries, painting curbs, and caddying at the local golf course. After his father's passing, Fred didn't just continue to work, he doubled down, taking on multiple part-time jobs to support his family. He was still attending Richmond Hill High School, but his responsibilities at home took precedence, and he diligently brought his earnings home to help his widowed mother. At just 15 years old, Fred Trump had a life-changing realization. Instead of working for others, he could start his own business and earn even more. The timing was perfect. The Great War had ended, and the Roaring Twenties were in full swing. New York City was buzzing with activity, and the economy was booming. Seeing the growing demand for automobiles, Fred identified an opportunity building garages for these newfangled cars. He decided to start his own construction company, Trump and Son, with his mother as his business partner. Since Fred was still a minor, Elizabeth handled the financial side, writing checks and managing the books, while Fred oversaw the projects. Fred's first ventures were small, focusing on building garages, which were easier to construct than houses and in high demand among middle-class New Yorkers. His pitch was simple yet effective. Doesn't your shiny Model T deserve a home? The business took off, and soon Fred was expanding into building and selling houses. Year by year, he moved from small projects to larger apartment buildings, always reinvesting his profits to grow the business. But Fred Trump wasn't just a builder, he was a master of self-promotion. He understood the importance of appearance and publicity from an early age. To boost his image as a successful businessman, Fred hired a PR firm and staged publicity stunts, like anchoring a massive yacht adorned with giant TRUMP signs off the coast of Coney Island, releasing balloons redeemable for discounts on new Trump homes. These tactics paid off, helping Fred establish his name and reputation in New York's competitive real estate scene. By the time Fred was in his 20s, his business was thriving. He had moved on from garages to building multi-story apartment complexes, expanding his operations across Brooklyn and Queens. Fred's success continued through the Great Depression and into World War during which he secured lucrative government contracts to build housing for military personnel. By the late 1930s, Fred Trump had amassed a real estate empire, earning the nickname the Henry Ford of home building from the Brooklyn Eagle. His company had hundreds of employees, and he had built thousands of homes in New York City. But the Trump family story isn't just about Fred. It's also about Mary Ann MacLeod, the woman who would become Fred Trump's wife. Mary Ann's journey was as dramatic as Fred's. Born in the isolated village of Tong on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland, Mary Ann was the 10th of 10 children. Life in the Outer Hebrides was harsh, and prospects were bleak. In 1930, at just 18 years old, Marianne emigrated to America in search of better opportunities. She arrived in New York with little more than a suitcase and a dream, finding work as a maid in the homes of wealthy families, including the mansion of Andrew Carnegie's widow. Marianne's life took a turn when she met Fred Trump at a house party in Queens in 1935. They hit it off immediately, and less than a year later they were married. Together, Fred and Marianne built a life and a family, raising 5 children, including their son, Donald Trump. Despite cultural and class tensions between Marianne and Fred's family, particularly his German-born mother, the couple thrived. Marianne became a U.S. citizen in 1942, fully embracing her new life in America. Fred's focus remained on expanding his real estate empire. He continued to build larger and more ambitious projects, including apartment complexes like Shorehaven in Brooklyn and Beach Haven in Coney Island. By the time World War I ended, Fred Trump was one of the major landlords in New York City, with thousands of apartments under his control. Fred Trump's story is one of relentless ambition, strategic thinking, and an unyielding work ethic. From his early days as a teenager building garages to becoming a prominent real estate mogul, Fred's journey laid the foundation for the Trump family's future success. But behind every great man, there's often a great woman, and Marianne MacLeod Trump played a crucial role in supporting and shaping the family's legacy. So, how did a teenage boy with a simple idea and a fierce determination to succeed create a real estate empire? And how did his immigrant mother, facing incredible odds, support and inspire him along the way? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the roots of the Trump legacy, a story of ambition, resilience, and the unyielding pursuit of success. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories that shape our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep seeking the truth.